How does early possession operate in First Nation leasehold transactions, especially where final completion is delayed by approval and registration processes? Unlike standard fee simple transactions, these procedures are subject to the governing First Nations jurisdiction and approval requirements, as well as registration in the applicable land registry. These transactions can be lengthy and unpredictable, which makes the possibility of early possession an attractive option. Understanding what's involved with early possession can give greater clarity about when buyers can occupy the property while processes unique to these transactions are completed. To shed light on early possession, let's review the trust completion section of the contract of purchase and sale of a leasehold interest in First Nation reserve lands. Once all subjects are removed, trust completion begins. During this stage, the seller initiates the assignment of lease, the buyer submits the down payment and authorizes the release of the purchase price upon final completion, and any required third-party approvals are obtained. If third-party approval is required, trust completion occurs 7 business days after approval is granted, excluding BC statutory holidays, even if all other obligations have been met. Buyers should be informed that there is no standard timeline for third-party approval decisions. Final completion occurs after trust completion, specifically after the lease assignment is registered with the land registry having jurisdiction. While possession typically follows, delays in registration mean contract terms may allow for early possession under defined conditions. The following provisions clarify the relationship between the buyer and the seller during this period, including the following. Early possession cannot occur before trust completion. The buyer must obtain a title insurance policy acceptable to both the buyer and the buyer's lender. The policy must be issued by a company licensed in BC. The parties must agree on who pays for the policy, and until final completion occurs, the buyer is deemed a tenant and will not have a registered leasehold interest in the property. If early possession is requested, the parties must agree on the number of days after trust completion when possession is granted, and the time frame for the buyer to request possession after contract acceptance. As a realtor working in your client's best interest, it's important to fully understand all aspects of the contract of purchase and sale of a leasehold interest in First Nation reserve lands, so you can confidently explain them to your clients. Clients are better protected when they understand their rights and obligations. Thank you for watching. For more information on BCREA standard forms resources, be sure to check out the link below.